Hey everybody, so welcome back to the Beauty and the Weird. Today we are making a PVC tint frame thing for the Honda Element. She found it on the interwebs, and so we made a variation of it, and we've already done the work. Now we got to show you what it is. Okay, so starting from left to right, we go from, this is the end pole, that is the very end cap. These two or four are the
3 or 4 legs, or
yeah, these are the legs. We made them substantially taller than anything else. They're 6'2", but you'll see why. We have 4 side outs.
Yes.
They're elbows with a side out.
90-degree angle.
We got 2 T's for these 4 and or these 4. That is our length. So both of those together is 10 foot. Both of those together is 7 foot something. Those are the off leavings of making the 6-foot cuts. And then that guy with the foam is the part that goes on top of the tailgate. And then we have the 4 elbows and the 2 little 4-inch and 1/4 length pieces. So
also, you have the adapters.
Oh, there is 3/4 inch to 1/2 inch sleeve adapters inside one of the elbow ends, and there is a 1.5 inch piece of PVC in both of the elbow things to couple them together. So let me put you on a tripod and we will assemble things. Also, you do want to make sure to have a tape measure, a PVC cutter. You can use a regular pipe cutter, but PVC cutters work so much better. And a Sharpie. Okay, so first part we're going to assemble is the tailgate part. Take your insulation foam, put it on the pipe.
It already has a slit down the side. We cut it open so that it's easier to slide on.
Yep.
The only reason for the insulation is so you don't actually scratch up and mar the top side.
Crush you. Take 2 of your side outs, put them on each end. Take your shorter 4 1/4 inch PVCs, put them on the downsides, like so. And then we take our elbow things with coupler on the inside. And this one I'm going to leave off. I don't know why I did that. Don't ask me. I'm going to put one on. That way you can attach onto the thingy tailgate hatch with one side and then slide the other one on. Okay, so I'm going to take this and slide it over the little nipple thing on the tailgate. And then on this side, we're going to slide it up and press it together. That was a foot. And like that. So now we need to do the length pulls. Okay. Yeah. take your LTs and put one on each hole here. Oh no, I got two of them. And then you're going to take these, inhale, and we're going to put them in these. Holy shiny. And grab a 6 foot.
Alright. Go ahead and put it in.
Yep. And then we're going to grab a 6 foot pole and stick it in. And do the same on this side. Think tall thoughts. Okay, now we're going to take the end cap and put our side outs on it. Put our length holes in the bottom. Whether our legs, whatever. The things that hold up the end. And then I'm going to take our other poles and stick them in. Not her in the head. And then put one. Okay. So once everything's done, this is what it looks like. As you can see, it is quite long. It is 10 foot long. But it does make it nice because you can pretty much put up your tarps on the side and have your beds in here and not in the element, or fire behind the curtain to help keep you warmer. I don't know.
The cool thing about this setup is that you also have options for adjusting length. If you don't want it out this far, or you run into a situation where you don't have that much space,
Here.
you can just cut it.
Here, I'll just
Here.
do that. Here, I'll do that.
At some point we are actually going to, I guess, color code the different lengths in order to make it a little bit easier to identify what's what. I even have pretty paints already picked out.
I am just not having. Ooh,
Are you okay?
success. Yeah, just that right nut.
For the record, I may have been joking around earlier and got him with the foam while we were in Lowe's. Whoopsie!
Ah, well. And there we go.
But we have everything set. Well, we have the legs set at
6 foot
2 inches. It was what we had appropriate for height left over, and originally we were talking about only doing 5 feet, and I am almost 5'2", and I would like for him to be able to stand inside of something that we make comfortably. Part of the reason for making something.
Also, it's up to this point on here is 70, almost 73 inches from a level ground. So we figured make it 74. That way it should be fairly level. So these poles are decently level. But yeah, so there we have a 5-foot space.
And at 5 feet it is very sturdy. Will fit ideally most places.
Earthquake.
Well, it's sturdy if you're not on concrete or...
Oh, plus, if you wanted, you can take drywall screws, pretty much any kind of screw with a coarse thread, and screw down into the top of the side outs, and be able to make tie-down points.
Which we are planning on doing later.
Yes. When we set up this for the first time in the field, we will probably do the tie-down points then. That way we can test it without and with. So, yay.
And it's been kind of windy and off and on rainy out here lately, so here before too long we will have really good opportunities.
Also, since we made these 6'2", we have off-cuttings of 46.5 inch. And if we wanted to make them shorter, we can make this even shorter. Say we're in a campground that has car areas that you can park, but not much depth to them, and you want to just car camp, make it nice and short, and you can leave everything open, put your tarps up, and just sleep in the car and not have to worry about privacy issues. I guess that's it. I don't know.
Also, another thing I was thinking, if we do actually decide to sleep in the element and we want to have just a spot like for camp setup and whatnot, and we bring our bikes, worst case scenario, if we don't want to put them back up on the roof or anything, we can just put them right in here at night and not worry about it.
That plus you don't have to get dressed inside of a cramped vehicle with mentioning the wind. With this set up and your tarps up, you could just come out the back and get dressed here. Plus, one of the modifications she wants to do in the future is a possible hot shower system with a roof rack, and we can just pipe it over into this area.
Which I think would be very ideal and appropriate.
Yay! Anyways, and we went ahead and bundled them with little baby bungee cords, and just wanted to show you that they go in the center between all the stuff. Of course, the 6-foot ones will have to go all the way up front some. Here, go ahead and grab this set and take them in. So, yeah. And then and there we go. That is our tent in the car, and not much room at all has been taken up. Thanks for watching. This has been The Beauty and Weird. Bye.